Now we're going to take a look at how to turn our files hosted on github.com, which we're calling our backend, and turn it into a front-end facing site like this. So here is a front-end facing site for a GitHub plugin, a jQuery plugin. And here are the files that become this website. So front end, back end. Front end ends in .io, back end ends in .com for the domain, for the TLD or the top level domain. So we're going to do the same thing for our files and folders, and to do that, GitHub makes it pretty simple. We go into settings here, and then scroll down to GitHub Pages. And GitHub Pages is designed to host your projects on a GitHub repository. So again, turn my files and folders in my repository into a website. Actually make it so someone can actually see the result of it. So we're going to go ahead and select the master branch because that's the only branch that we're using for our class, and hit save. And that's going to generate a URL, and unfortunately you have to scroll back down to see the URL, but if you open that in a new tab, it shouldn't be so bad. And sometimes it's a little slow to take those files and folders and turn it into a web page, but that's okay. We'll just come in and check back. In the meantime, we can copy that URL and go back to our repo here. So this is our username. This is the name of the repo. We can click back to the name of the repo and be a good Samaritan and provide a link to the front end and a short description of our website. And then hit save. And the nice thing about this is once all these files get updated from our version control process, so our files could come from CodePen or anywhere else, once they get updated into our repo, those changes will be reflected on here once the site is actually rendered. So our site has rendered, and here is the URL ending in .io, and here is the URL ending in .com, which has our files, and the result of it ends in .io, and this is the back end, and this is the front end. And depending on the speed of the internet and the speed of CodePen, I would be patient. For our class, normally this is something we're going to do when we have something to show. So a good question to ask yourself before you push any files up to GitHub is this a version I would want someone to look at?